Wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Falcons at 1-8 now on the year, and they come in at just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us. Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On first down, Howell.
His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Second and 10, Howell. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Running out of the gun with White. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 27.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Able to connect with Mims.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. Go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd and 5. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down here. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down throw for Howell. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
First down, here's White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
They'll decide to keep this once more.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. from the left hash. This will be a 52-yard attempt. Nagar's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Powell's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35 on second down, Powell.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on third down, Howell.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
34 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. They run straight ahead here with White.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action with Howell.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught by Mims.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. Fourth down now.
Out is Chris Nagar now to try the field goal.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Nagar's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Howell. And going deep for Hill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Howell.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go now.
On first down, Howell.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Koo now for the point after.
And the lead is down to 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. First down, Howell to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Howell.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Touchdown!
Chris Godwin
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Howell with one final shot.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Bucs, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.